get you to space, and I can get you right back. That's guaranteed.
You're the best friend I've ever had.
The world is in danger. Nuclear war has collapsed the world economy.
This is John Claren, the first world leader of Earth.
Hello there. My name is
Noah Daher.
I'm the creator of Pinhunterz, as you can see, which is basically a movie that explores a lot of different aspects of life that really, frankly, don't have answers. For example,
There's the depths of outer space.
there's historic world events. There's also the potential of aliens, different galaxies that they have endless possibilities that are hard to imagine.
Well, so I'd want to start by explaining what a pinhunter is.
Pinhunters, a group of human-like aliens from a nearby planet with special abilities in all realms of life. That's what the president said. They're special beings in the galaxy. In the beginning of the film, I really wanted to showcase the idea that the events in 2020
They were trying to cover me up.
making headlines in order to cover up the serious issue of the emerging discovery of Pinhunterz,
Can you stop interrupting me? I'm trying to give a presentation here.
which was a habitable planet that was found by our scientists. And with that being said, we as a planet also thought it would be a good idea to implement a world leader that controls everything for unification and progression, not only as countries, but as a planet.
A fantastic
And,
idea.
the guy for the job was John Claren. The film actually follows Curtis Keller, who is a pinhunter, living on Earth, hired by John Claren. The funny part about the film is they're both played by the same guy, so they're a doppelganger, although you can tell the difference because one has glasses and one does not. We fast forward 10 years, and this is where we meet Curtis Keller and his best friend Luther McLeod, the two remaining pinhunters left due to climate change, world wars, and, wars between Pinhunterz and Earth. Their task is to hit a golf ball at their home planet Pinhunterz and explode it, which would send Earth and the rest of that galaxy into a black hole and into an alternate timeline where people could live with no memory of what was going on before entering said black hole. And so they get this information from the president, John Claren, that, hey, you have to hit this golf ball at your home planet, explode it, world will be saved. And I know it's been fun to kind of try and take these two characters, John Claren with the glasses and the nice shirt, and Curtis Keller, who's the pinhunter, and try and implement that into my 7-minute presentation, my slideshow, and my actual movie. But on a serious note, the ideas and the things that are talked about in this film are issues that need to be addressed, and that it's something that we as a society need to look at. There's no reason why people should be committing suicide in bathtubs. There's no reason for multiple mass shootings on a monthly and weekly basis in this country. There are historical events that don't seem to add up that maybe we need to take a second look at. And there's no reason why families are being separated at the border. These are all things that are talked about in a fictional film. I took events that had already happened and I put them in the future. And they look crazy in this film, but they already happened. I'm talking about 50 people killed in a mass shooting in 2026. Too late that happened in 2014. So you look at me like I'm crazy for this film because all the ideas in it don't make sense, yet there are still things that are happening in it that have already happened. I just don't understand how you can turn the TV on, turn your phone on, and you look at the news stations and one thing is saying the exact opposite of another one. How do you think that is going to go over for a society that's already divided? I know religion is a very touchy subject, but thousands of priests each year molest children. They sexually assault children. And we need to think bigger, okay? There's so much out there. We need to get out of our little bubble. So you'll see on the side of the screen all the different things that are talked about in this film that I find important. And there are a couple missing that I'm going to try and include in Pinhunters 2. Okay, I'm back again. It's me. I don't have much time left, but I just wanted to explain the rest of the film. Curtis ends up exploding the planet and hits the golf ball at Pinhunterz. After the planet explodes, we go into Curtis's conscience, and he discusses society and where we have come from and where we are headed. And so finally he gets waken up by a phone call in the New World by John Claren, who tells him that he's going to be gone for a very long amount of time. And Curtis falls into a deep depression because of the loss of his best friend, Luther McLeod, and because of killing thousands on his home planet of Pendoni. Keep in mind, Luther died at the hands of me, John Claren, because he wouldn't perform the task I had told him to do. After this year-long depression, Curtis comes face to face with me again. Me meaning I'm John Claren, okay? Get it? I'm playing the character. Come on, you guys. You should get this in the 7-minute presentation. I don't have much time, like I said. Okay, here we go. I tell him that there's an evil version of Luther on this planet and that there's 3 pinhunters on this planet that don't know they're pinhunters, and that I need him to go recruit them for me and gather up a team to take down this evil version of Luther. However, he has other plans. He is going to get them and try and rebel against me. So I had already met with these 3 pinhunters, and I was able to break through their mental barrier because that's my power. I'm kind of like that. So as he meets with these 3 pinhunters in the conference room, I'm in the bathtub as he's having a conference with these 3 pinhunters. I'm listening to some music, I'm hanging out, I'm relaxing, until I guess I'm banging on my door. I knew then that there was nothing else I could do besides kill myself. So I decided to kill myself. However, I was in the minds of the 3 pinhunters, which made it so they died with me, because they were a part of me and my thoughts. I was never able to break through Curtis Keller's barrier, so he will live on. But don't worry, Pinhunters 2, Into the Afterlife, I will be there. It's a guarantee.
And I'm back. They can't kill me if I'm already dead.